Okay, today we are really changing the game. We're doing something innovative and different. We're going to do a video. You've never seen a video like this before. I had this idea where we would do a video where I answered the internet's most searched questions about me. It's never been done before. And the thing I like about it is that it's not in the least bit narcissistic or self-referential at all. I also like to think it's a chance to clear up some misinformation, because when you're famous, in other words, there's a lot of wrong information about you on there. Is Matt Walsh married? I am married. I've been married to my lovely wife, Gertrude, for 46 years. We lived in Ohio, and we have 2 parents and an iguana that recently passed away. Is Matt Walsh in Ted? Who is Ted? Anyway, no, I'm straight. Is Matt Walsh in Elf? Oh, the movie Elf. Okay, so I see what we're doing here. We are getting questions for me and for the other Matt Walsh, because there's a second Matt Walsh out there, actually. And so I guess we're going to get some of his questions, too. And, you know, something interesting has happened, because when I first came on the scene, the other Matt Walsh was like the way more famous Matt Walsh. And so if you went to Google, all the Matt Walsh information was about that Matt Walsh. And now it's kind of flipped. And I think I've sort of... subsumed. I've absorbed all the other Matt Walshes. Doesn't even sound right. I just said I was straight. So anyway, is Matt Walsh documentary on Netflix? It is. Netflix offered me $85 million for it, and of course I accepted. Is Matt Walsh Catholic? I am actually an adherent to the Vajrayana school of Buddhism, which is a thing, I think. Now we move over to does Matt Walsh prompts. What does the internet ask? Does Matt Walsh homeschool? I actually send all of my kids to a boarding school in Brazil. I haven't seen them in 3 years. Does Matt Walsh have a degree? I do. I'm a big proponent of higher education. I have a bachelor's in feminist theory, and I have a PhD in applied physics, which is a pretty standard combo. Classic combination, as they say. Does Matt Walsh have a high school diploma? I do not. I dropped out in first grade, and I don't know how to read. Does Matt Walsh play the banjo? I do. And we actually have a video you can check of me teaching a famous musician how to play the banjo. Does Matt Walsh's wife work? Yes, she is. It is much to my urging. I said, please get out of the house and get a job, contribute. And she became a bus driver in Portland. Haven't seen her in 3 years. Does Matt Walsh have a dog? I have 5 dogs, actually. I call them my fur babies. And they're kind of my children, so I refer to them. And I'm a big animal lover. And it's the first thing people think about me. Think of when they think of me, I think. Does Matt Walsh have a tattoo? No, I don't believe that. What is Matt Walsh's tattoo? I have, in fact, a tramp stamp of the character Alf on my lower back. Just ruining this entire video. What is Matt Walsh's net worth? Well, I invested all of my money last year in NFTs of the monkey NFTs, and someone told me it's a great investing opportunity to put all your money into the monkey cards, and I said, sounds good to me. My net worth is now $32. What is Matt Walsh's IQ? Well, this one I just had checked at one of those machines at CVS, and it was 120/70, which I was told is right in the right range for my age and weight. What is Matt Walsh's occupation? I am a Peloton instructor, believe it or not.
Life is all about choices, and those bangs that you just got, well, that was a choice.
What is Matt Walsh's email address? Well, this is kind of personal. It's a little bit embarrassing. I've had the same email address since I was 14. And so just keep in mind that's where it's from when I was 14, but it is BackstreetBoyFan87 at AOL.com. What is Matt Walsh's real name? My real name is Richard Bumblebee. Richard Bumblebee is my name. Why is Matt Walsh called Sweet Daddy? These are just kind of miscellaneous questions. Well, we don't answer that question. You know, whoever asked it will have their IP address tracked and they will be killed in their sleep. What band was Matt Walsh in? I briefly played the recorder in the band Smash Mouth. This was from 2001 to 2003. It's a lot of good information. How old is Matt Walsh from the Daily Wire? You know, it's spiritually, I just turned 93 last month. So those are the questions. Now, we do have some internet facts. We have some facts that you'll find about me on these. So if you go and you look up those questions before I just gave you the real information, there are like websites that will give you what they claim are the correct information about Matt Walsh. And I guess I kind of ruined this last part of the video because the funny thing with the internet facts is that they aren't true. But then I just said a bunch of bullshit. So I trampled over that punchline by not seriously answering any of the questions. Matt Walsh's net worth is $9 million US. Correct. Matt Walsh owns 9 luxury watches. Also correct. Matt Walsh has lost half of his portfolio through trading in stocks. In the past 5 years, he has lost over $1.6 million in stock markets and $500,000 more in crypto. This is very specific. This is more specific false information than I thought. But it's actually not false. That part's true too. Matt Walsh spends most of his wealth on luxury watches, parties, and travel. Again, guilt is charged. In the past year, he spent $410,000, very specific number, on partying. How would they claim to know that? So they know, what do you mean on partying? It's like a broad category of things to spend your money on, and they know the exact dollar amount. And $700,000 more on watches and designer clothes. Walsh is also a frequent buyer of luxury cars. He owns a Ferrari and a McLaren. I don't know how they know this. I don't know how they're getting this information, but it's all true. Home address, I don't even know if I can read this. They have my home address. It's 6017 Cirrus Street, San Diego, 92110. I feel sorry for whoever lives there, because it's me. So to review, I am a 93-year-old man from Ohio named Richard Bumblebee. I own 5 dogs, 2 parrots, and a dead iguana. I have a tramp stamp of an 80s television character. I'm illiterate, but I have a PhD in physics. I lost all my savings from NFTs. I played the recorder in Smash Mouth. I have a net worth of $9 million, which I earned from fees from appearing on AM radio. I own a McLaren and a Ferrari, and I live in a modest 3-bedroom apartment that was purchased for me by a Republican donor in Nashville, Tennessee. That about sums it up. Thanks for watching.